Boom in your face. Boom in your face. Boom in your face. Boom in your face. Hello and welcome to Boom in Your Face, a platform for indie artists and musicians to come and share their new music or projects, as well as discuss topics about the music industry and the community at large. Boom in Your Face has two meanings. One is that boom in your face from the music that you're listening to. But the other boom in your face is when someone assumes the situation is one way and boom in your face is totally wrong and something totally different. So on occasion, we discuss those boom in your face moments, so watch out that someone might be you. Listeners, if you'd like to share your boom in your face music or projects, or share your boom in your face moments, or just want to join us in the conversation, reach out and email me at boominyourface616@gmail.com or visit the website and sign up for the newsletter, like, subscribe, and share the episodes. I'm your host, Mary Kearney. Welcome. How you doing?
I'm all right, just kind of rushing into it.
You have a lot of good music.
Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that. It was challenging, but hey.
Anything worth having is a challenge.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And when you take the time to invest into it and put the time into it and the thought into it, it matters.
That's right. Listen, sweat equity.
How you come up with that name?
I came up with this name from just knowing the music, how the beat hits you, just like boom. So that's just boom in your face, the music, the drum line, the beat.
Yeah.
So that's what made me just think about it. Everybody coming out with their new music that's just going to hit you right there.
Yeah, I got you.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to put it right there in your face and you're going to listen to it.
That's right.
So how did you come up with your name?
Well, actually, you know how you've been on a job 21 years? I've been in the military 21 years, you can retire. I had been, my first 21 years of my life, it was mostly like street life, ghetto life, you know what I'm saying, living that life. And I felt like at that point, I was at a point where I feel like I retired, retired from living a certain type of lifestyle.
Okay.
So, I came to the crossroads of I could either get heavy in the street or I can give something back to the street. You know what I'm saying? And so I chose to give something back to the street. And the ghetto politician name came from in the neighborhood. I'm pretty sure you got it where you at too, where in the neighborhood, they got this neighborhood watch sign and that little man that's in the middle.
Right.
That really what inspired me. And I was like, that sign is everywhere. So I was like, I'm gonna call myself the ghetto politician. And that's what came to me. And that's what I've been calling myself ever since.
Okay, so you're saying that the billboard of a politician that inspired you to think, let me get political with it as well and speak through the music?
Yeah, it was actually not a particular politician, but it was actually just a sign, just being aware.
I understand it wasn't a person. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was a symbolization of it.
Yeah. That see everything, hear everything, but don't say nothing. It's just a sign that's everywhere.
Right.
So that's how the ghetto politician name came about.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't start doing the music until years later. Okay. After I had built myself up on the Omni platform.
Mm-hmm.
And the ghetto politician just came out as an artist that would speak about the platform that I represented, which is Omni.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what does Omni stand for?
One more needed inside. And the motto was breaking cycle, building bridges.
All right, you're going to have to slow it down for the people that don't have it quick. I caught it, but people are listening, and so they might, you know what I mean? You want them to hear everything that your meaning is about.
Yeah, like E40 said, sometimes people be listening too slow, but I repeat
That's right. That's okay, though. It's all right. We want slow, fast. We want them to get it.
Yeah. It's OMNI, one more needed inside, and the motto is breaking cycles, building bridges.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's go to this first and foremost. Introduce yourself and let people know how they can reach you.
Well, actually, I'm Sean Riley, spelled SHAWN, Riley, RALEIGH. And you can find me on Facebook up under the same name, or the Ghetto Politician on Facebook or Instagram.
All right. Now, you was going into what your inspiration was behind even starting into the music after you even began a year or so before you even got into the music part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So what was your legwork before you started into the music? What was that?
Well, actually, I started mobilizing, organizing different community events. I would visit a lot of barber shops, visit a lot of beauty shops, and you know, try to get them to understand that there were direct avenues to the community and they could reach a lot of people, a lot of young people, a lot of older people. You know what I'm saying? And all of us can use some encouragement. And those places were avenues to reach a lot of people. So I
Right.
did a lot of, I organized them. I organized some, the Million Man March 2015, the 20th anniversary. I organized organized part of a committee to take some young people up there to have that experience. I work with multiple organizations in the community. I won multiple awards. I've done a lot of work in the community.
All right. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody needs to be in the community giving back and helping to move forward.
That's
So that's
right.
commendable. Each one teach one has always been my motto.
That's right.
So, it takes just one person to say, I'm gonna do something different to make that wave go a different way. And it
No
works.
doubt. No doubt. No doubt.
Hmm.
I've
Yeah.
assisted people, gave names. I gave giving people names to their businesses. They've been successful. I just been a pillar in the community. You know what I'm saying? In multiple ways.
Okay. Well, that's okay. You're supposed to be in the world touching other spirits and moving them forward.
That's right.
So now tell me about your music. Start with where you started and where you have evolved to.
Well, actually, I started in 2015,
Hmm.
and a friend of mine. One day, he was already doing music, and I was talking to him.
Right.
I always wrote poetry. I always wrote poetry.
Okay.
So one day, I recited one of my poems to him, and he was like, "Man, you need to do some music." And I was like, "Put me on the song." He was like, "Okay, I'm gonna put you on the song."
Okay.
So I was like, "When?" But it took a little while, and I kept asking him when we gonna do it, when we gonna do it. So eventually, I just took it upon myself to write my own song. My first song was "I'm the Testimony." I took it upon myself just to step out on faith and try to reach multiple people through that platform, also through the music platform. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That song is awesome, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hmm.
And from there, I just continued to record, continue to write songs, get different beats from different people, and just write to them. And you know, if you hear some of my early stuff, I do sound like a rookie, but I was putting forth the effort. I stepped out on faith.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
There
saying? But
you
in the
go.
process, it didn't grew.
Hmm.
Like I said, that been over 7 years ago, and look at it today. We have an interview about it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So
Exactly.
I knew I was supposed to been doing that. It wasn't about the money; it was about the platform and reaching people, getting the message out there.
Well, what I'm gonna tell you is about that is to always remember that part. You're gonna make money, but
Hmm.
remember it's about where the spirit came into you to give you that to put out there about the
That's right.
craft, what you really are authentically feeling and what you really want people to be empowered by. Because just like you're saying, you said that 7 years ago and it's still prevalent to today. Because I'm telling you, that song is very spiritual.
That's right. That's what it's about. See, cause
Hmm.
I don't just I'm not a I mean I'm a physical being, but I see
Right,
a lot of things in the spiritual realm. And when I operate, I try to operate as much as I can in the spiritual realm.
right.
And when I'm not, sometimes I have to do it in the intellectual realm. Sometimes I have to do it in a mental realm. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So it's different realms to life. And I
Yes.
try to utilize every realm there
Mm.
is to reach people. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Some people get it, some people don't. But
Exactly.
it's just my job when you know better and have knowledge of something, it's your job and your duty, through God to give that back.
That's right. It's your
You know what I'm saying? If you
responsibility.
right, and if you don't, you held accountable for that.
Exactly. When you in that realm, some people will equate that realm to meditation because that's how some people say, they sit and they meditate and they get into that space where it's more in tune into what you're doing.
Hmm.
It's a higher way of being, really. When you get into that type of position, it's a higher way of being, but some people don't really know how to really place it.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? But it is the best place to pull your creativity from.
That's right.
Right,
And
because you're in touch with something that's higher than what's just in front of you.
that's right. You beyond the surface things.
Right.
I mean, and sometimes all people can see is what's in front of them.
Mhm.
But when you can see beyond what's in front of you, you know what I'm saying? That's a little deeper. You're looking ahead. You're using more of your energy and you're using more of your mind.
Exactly. So out of all the music that you've written thus far, which one is your favorite?
My favorite is probably Reaching For.
Okay.
And
And
and,
what?
and and that song was like the third song I did.
Hmm.
Actually, it was the second song I did, and I probably need to re-record it, but I know where I was going with it, and I know what it represents and what it symbolizes. It symbolizes the struggles in life and things, you know what I'm saying, personal struggles I've been through in life. You know, it
Okay.
wasn't direct in detail, but it was just like in a prophetic way to
Mm,
where, just like in that song I said, I made it through some seas to face some mountains that I got to climb. You know
right.
what I mean? That's something that can take you throughout life. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make it through some stuff, but there's still some more things you got to go through.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? It's kind of on that level. You know what I'm saying? I really got a couple of them that's really my favorite. Like I like what's going on. What's going on is dealing with all the guys in the neighborhood in the hood being on one accord. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And we on one accord, but I'm telling the story. You know what I'm saying, of how we treat each other in the long run and in the end. You know what I'm saying? We killing each other. We
Right.
backbiting each other. We backstabbing each other. You know what I'm saying? We doing things to harm each other. You know what I'm saying? And his song is about longing for a time where we're not doing them things no more. You know what I'm saying? I speak about how the mothers go through things. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? By us committing these situations and doing and being involved in certain situations, we put our family in situations. Yeah, I try to speak to the people. I try to speak to
Yeah. Okay. I can see you fleshing that out even further into a whole album itself. When
yeah,
you're talking about the community and what different levels to even being on the street, working on the street, and organizing.
yeah,
Because even though you say people are on a street corner, you see them out there, but that's the only way sometimes they know how to survive, not saying right or wrong, but just saying that sometimes they don't see nothing different on how they can do.
yeah. And that's
Right.
that's that has a lot. That has a lot to do with the motto of Omni, which is breaking cycle, building bridges. See,
Hmm.
when you seeing some all the time, and that's all you know, it's a cycle.
Right.
When you build a relationship with people that's outside of that cycle, that's a bridge,
Hmm.
and it helps you escape.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It open up doors for you.
Exactly.
Some people want to cross, some people don't.
Hmm.
But I just try to provide something for somebody because somebody need to hear what you got to say that's good and righteous.
That's exactly right. You never know who you might speak to that might be the turning point for the rest of their life.
That's right. That's
Hmm.
right. Some people just need to hear. You might just say the right thing, like you said, it might be the turning point in their life.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And that's what that come with understanding that your duty and fulfilling it. And understanding that everybody not gonna embrace it, but you put it out there because somebody will. Somebody gonna need it.
that's right. But you can't please all the people all the time.
That's right.
So you have to do that's why it's so important to be authentic to yourself and be true because what you have to offer, everybody's not going to like no matter what you do. So that's why if you're putting out what's truly coming out of you, the people that are rocking with you will like it. And the people that don't, okay, you wasn't meant to rock with it.
That's right.
So
That's
that's
something
just
you
how
really
I got
have
to
to
be.
understand. Yeah.
Hmm.
You have to understand that, yeah. See, you got to know that if you got to cross a desert by yourself, just you and God, you got to cross that desert.
You better.
You know what I'm saying? You got to
Hmm.
understand that. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, everybody not gonna be there to support you. Everybody not gonna be down with it.
That's
But you
right.
got to know where you going and what you trying to do with
Hmm.
yourself and your relationship with God.
I gotta say amen to that because it's so
Amen.
true that we will have our own personal journeys. And so even putting that into somebody's spirit to let them know you might feel alone, you might feel isolated, but sometimes the road is just that. You're gonna make
That's
it
right.
through there. You're gonna make it through. Just hold on tight, keep your faith, keep marching.
Yes, that's why it's important to have some faith.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And not just have it. You got to put some work and some effort into it.
All right. You gotta
You know what I
really
mean?
be in it. Yeah.
Yeah. That goes back to another song I got called "Put Some Work On." You know that song about put some work on your faith.
Okay.
Yeah, put some work on your faith. You know what I'm saying? Put some work on it.
So now
Got to
let
do.
me know about your new song that you have coming out, that you're
Well,
working
actually,
on.
the song actually is due for release June the 30th, which you
Okay.
can it's called Midnight Hour featuring
Hmm.
Sean Couch, and it's produced by Siege Under. Like I said, it's due out June the 30th. Is up for pre-order now. You know what I'm saying? We have to get you the link. to pre-order it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Pre-save it. It's free of cost. But the song is it's basically about a journey. Everything is about a journey in life that I do with my music. You know what I'm saying? And just it's kind of personal, but at the same time, I'm speaking about how, you know, I'm praying for my peers and the way we learn to live. And, you know what I'm saying? You know, it go back to all you know is what you see. You know what I'm saying? And some people never escape that. You know what I'm saying? But I was one of those people that was able to see beyond that. You know what I'm saying? At some point in my life, you know what I'm saying, revealed to me and my eyes were open to see beyond what's in front of me every day. Hey, and then God gives you some abilities and some gifts to do things, you know what I'm saying? You got to walk in them. Coming out of what you've been through, you got to walk in that light.
That's right.
You know, so it's an inspirational song. You know, we're looking forward to do some great things.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
Yeah, but
it's already doing that. It's already, you speaking it right now into fruition.
That's right. That's right. Hey, hey, that's right. Yeah, you have to speak things in existence first. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
I speak from my heart, and I speak from my heart when I speak about it. I'm really excited about it. I've been cool and calm and humble about it, but I'm really excited about it, actually.
Okay. You know, have you done a video with it yet or not?
We haven't done a video yet. We want to get it out, get it released, and just see how it do for the first couple of weeks, maybe a month or so, and then from there we'll be shooting a video to it.
Okay. So are you having a release party or you have anything planned special like that?
Nah, we're not having a release party. And people been asking me about that. I've really been so busy. I haven't had time to kind of organize and put it together like I would want to. And but I'm thinking about doing a live video on Facebook, you know, live thing to have people, you know, tune in and hear the song and get opinions. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of up in the air about how I want to do it. I haven't decided completely yet. You know, but I tell you this one thing, the song is worth having in your playlist. You don't have to listen to it every day. You don't have to listen to it every week. But it's one of them songs, and I try to do music where you know, you might listen to it this month, you might listen to it the next month. It got some longevity to it. You know, it's gonna be something that you can pull out and put on and pull up and listen to give you a word of encouragement to, you know, put you back where you need to be.
Okay. That sounds good. So, okay, so you got the release going. You got the video as the next step.
That's right.
So how about live performances? Do you do live performances?
Yeah, I do live performances. I just did one last weekend. I hadn't done one for that song yet, but I did one up in Memphis. Okay, went up to a 50th birthday party and did a live performance for my song, put some work on it. You know, that song has taken me in some great places and got me in some great doors and rubbed shoulders and elbows with some great people. You know what I mean? Yeah, so put some work on it has really been has catapulted me. It catapulted me. You know, it motivated me to continue to keep doing what I do because I saw through that song what I could be and what I really could do.
Well, that's a part of the journey. Each time you create something and you put it out there, and then you get reassured after you see how the reception is. And that's why you feed off of people that, you know, are with you because they're going to support you and show you and give you. And then you're like, yeah, it is some people out here that's listening to what I have to say.
Yeah. And I learned that, you know, a lot of times I could be out somewhere and people would be like, man, I listen to that song all the time. You know what I'm saying? You might not never realize people listening to it the way they do, but people, you know, it's people paying attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to run into them to really realize they are, you know, but like I said, it's been a very impactful song. It has done a lot for a lot of people. You know, I believe in purpose in life, and I know that my purpose in life is to encourage and motivate people. I've always been a natural born leader. Anyway, you know what I mean. Even in the sports realm, so you know, in this same realm that I'm walking in now, you know, I apply a lot of my same attributes from being an athlete into this life. You know what I'm saying? You know, when the going get tough. When the going get rough, you know you got to get tough. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Okay, that's it.
Yeah. If somebody getting in your way, you got to go through them.
That's
you know what I mean? Go through them spiritually. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely on that one.
Yeah.
People don't understand that sometimes. That's really how you're going to get around some folk. It isn't even about your physical being around there. It's that spirit that you're trying to bring into this circle to stop me from moving ahead, but you're not going to stop anything.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You know,
so you're definitely in tune.
Oh, yeah. Oh, most definitely. Very, you know, I'm very in tune. You know what I'm saying? It just, it's a unconscious, it's unconscious now. You know, it's like normal and natural. It's normal and natural.
Exactly.
You know, it
It's your
took a lot of
armor.
practice.
I said it's your armor now.
Yeah. You know, and hey, you know what? You got to always remain. When you find strength, you got to do all you can to remain in that place where you find strength at.
Right.
And through some of the things that I do, even with the music, the community organizations and stuff like that, and activism, I was strengthened doing them things. So I want to continue to be strengthened because I'm always need some strength, and that's where God placed me at. So I need to remain where God can touch me and use me at.
Yeah, the spiritual workout.
That's it. I always tell people I'm spiritually conditioned. You know, that's one of my favorite two words to put together: spiritually conditioned.
That's a good T-shirt right there.
Yeah, yeah. So you got to be
put that on a T-shirt, right? Put it on a T-shirt next time you perform it.
Yeah, yep.
See, and have about 20 or 30 on the side to sell. Tell your audience something that you want them to know about you, and then I want you to let them know how they can reach you for performances, to hire you for bookings and stuff like that.
Okay. I'm the Ghetto Politician. What I represent is the social, spiritual, economical. I represent all aspects of the community. You know what I'm saying? To try to reach my people and educate my people, to get us out of some of these cycles that we caught up in. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when you building bridges, which are relationships with others outside of what you see every day, what you're used to, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's conversation or whether it's through visual. I believe that, you know, we can be better people if we put more effort and more time into the things that really matter. You know what I'm saying? As a whole, for us as a people. You know what I'm saying? Some people speak for themselves, some people speak for their family, some people speak for their neighborhood, but I speak for us as people. You know what I'm saying? And some of the things that God may use me to do, it even refers to some other nationalities. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm all about peace.
Right.
So that's what the Ghetto Politician represents. You know what I'm saying? The foundation that I stand on is Omni, OMNI, one more needed aside, and the motto is breaking cycle, building bridges. I do a lot of mentor young men, take them on trips, just show them stuff. I like to brighten their eyes, open their eyes so their heart can be open, their mind can be open. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when they haven't seen nothing big and bright, they can't think big and bright. So a lot of times I like to organize trips with them, you know what I'm saying, just to show them something different, you know what I'm saying? And but you can find me on Facebook at Shawn Riley, SHAWN RALEIGH on Facebook, or you can just follow the Ghetto Politician. You know what I'm saying? On Instagram, it's at the Ghetto Politician, THE Ghetto Politician. But yeah, y'all check me out. Just follow me and just watch how God operate in my life. You know what I'm saying? To pay attention to some of the places that He have me in, some of the things He do with me. Sometimes He gonna reveal words through me to just share with people. You know what I'm saying, on Facebook, but it's gonna always be about the people. That's what the Ghetto Politician represents.
All right. Well, I want to thank you for coming on Boom in Your Face podcast. And I want you to reach out if you willing to do you do some stuff that for the community? Because I'm thinking about doing a community event and would like for you to come out and do a little something.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we're a little distance apart. You know what I'm saying? We can figure it out. And we'll make something happen. You know what I'm saying? Tell them boom in your face.
Boom. There you go. I want you to take a second to think before you go of something that happened in your life, because Boom in Your Face is about the music, but it's also about things that you thought were going to be one way in life. And Boom in Your Face, it was totally something different. So I want you to think a minute. And if you have something, okay, but if you don't have nothing, it's all right too. Well, I just want you to let me know if you got a Boom in Your Face moment. A
lot of people laughed at me and said that I was too old to start. I started doing this music when I was 40. Okay. They laughed at me. They would whisper behind my back. They were saying, ain't nobody gonna listen to that. Don't nobody hear no positive music. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, I got a song playing on the radio. I'm doing interviews. I'm traveling doing songs. You know what I'm saying? I end up getting a recording contract. You know what I'm saying? I try not to be arrogant, but you see where I'm at. Boom, in your face.
There you go. I love it. Thank you. That was perfect.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed you on the show.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me. You too, and much success to Boom in Your Face. You keep doing what you're doing, giving people opportunity to be heard.
Thank you. You have a good night and enjoy the rest of your Father's Day. Listeners, I want to thank you again for joining me for another episode of Boom in Your Face. Please remember to support the podcast on the website. As a reminder, if you'd like to share your Boom in Your Face music or share your Boom in Your Face moments, or just want to join in the conversation, reach out and email me at boominyourface616@gmail.com or visit the website and sign up for the newsletter and share your stories. I'm your host, Mary Kearney. Be blessed. Boom in your face. Boom in your face. Boom in your face. Boom in your face.